itchy nose. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Shillhound here to commandeer the intro and tell you about the next in-person event I will be at, CoolstuffCon Dallas. It's happening May 15th through May 17th. There's going to be Riftbound. There's going to be Casual Commander. There's going to be Dual Commander. There's going to be a CEDH 5K that I am definitely competing in. Probably, I think. There's also a casual cosplay competition, and admittance to that is free, as well as admittance to the floor itself. But if you want to participate in any of those events or get tickets to something like a Creator Clash, which is a game with me where I am legally obligated to tell you that your squirrel deck is cool as you kill me with it, you can get those on CoolstuffEvents.com. So if you're local and will be coming by for free, definitely come say hi. And if you're not, but I'll be seeing you there anyway, let me know in the comments. Garrett! Show these people a quivering mass of sludge that can only be vaguely described as a Kavu deck. Cakey Eater. This is a silly deck. I'm not gonna know any fucking piece today. Anyway, take a look at Kavu Kindred. Wow. Bracket 2. I'm amazed you escaped bracket 1. I'm amazed you made it out of a fucking pre-release, dog. 33 creatures, how many Kavu? What's in here? I play Sheltered Thicket. Do I have a 2-drop? Nature's Way. Next up.
Garrett, if you're working on this one, put crazy explosion noises.
Canoe, you know him, you love him. He's gonna deal 1 damage to you. But wait a minute, the fun's not over yet, cause he is a 3/5. I play Pygmy Kavu. I draw a card for every black creature. It's a 2/3. We miss our land drop. I'm not discarding the Kavu. I'm discarding your other rares. How dare you play rares that are not Kavus? Oh, my forehead's blocking. Oh no, I'm on the wrong side. Guys, you don't want to see these cards, all right? Believe me. Rootbound Crag. I play the Frontline War Rager. I swing my 3/5 and my Pygmy Kavu. I beg and plead and shit and cry, asking somebody to not kill my 2/3 on turn 6. My 3/4 Frontline War Ranger becomes a 4/5. I play Untamed Kavu. Kicked. The banner makes them a 6/6. Kavu look kind of like turtles, and I'm just imagining this deck trying to fight their way out of the plastic 6-pack wrapper. But we got Bolt Bend. Fuck yeah. So obviously Kavus are dog shit because everything's expensive. My turns are playing 1 card, attacking and passing. I rarely get to play 2 or even 3 cards. Fuck. I rarely get more than 3 to 4 creatures on the field at the same time, which makes winning exceedingly difficult. This is the funniest primer I've ever read. This is a treat for me. This level of self-awareness yet commitment is so fucking good. Like, I'm trying to imagine data. Well, sir, we're only able to get a maximum of 3 creatures on board, even after being given 10 turns left to our own devices. That's going to make victory very hard. I would even say it's going to be exceedingly difficult to do anything. So, upsides, right? Let's talk about upsides. We don't have to change your creatures. They're all Kavu. I don't even want to change your interaction. I like the bite spell thing. I really like the idea of everybody else has been airdropped into a jungle. Like it's alien versus predator, and you're the aliens and you're hunting people down. So I love the bite spells. I want to lean into that more. Beastmaster Ascension's great. This is what I want to do more of. I'm gonna hope that I get to give you the best fucking card ever. You're welcome. That's my fucking time. See you next week. What makes this deck creative is doing that jungle biome. We are the predators, you are the prey. Nothing about Kindred is creative when you select the Kindred creatures. You're just picking the thing that is the creature type. And if you're just like, I love this guy, check him out. I love you, Kav Landseeker. This guy clean fucking sucks. Adorable. So let's talk about what else we can do. What we need to figure out is the ramp. Because we're having the problem of we can't double spell, we can't get access to the top of our deck. Where are your lines on stuff that can break theme that isn't a creature? Because that's where I'm going to go for it. Because I see like Beastmaster Ascension, Berserker's Onslaught, the War Chant, like Rhythm of the Wild, Patchwork Banner. We have fucking, never mind, we have fucking incubators. I get to do whatever I want. So if you want, take a Sharpie, draw Kavus on this card. Kavu Chorus, I think, would be very important. Being able to leverage our creatures for mana, being able to play off the top of our deck We're kind of low on creatures for it, but we have just enough for it to be tryable. Great Henge would go a very long way. Does fit the jungle theme too. I love Beastmaster Ascension. Trash the Town makes a certain type of sense. You might want to take like 3 to 5 more Kavus in to make Lurking Predators better when it does hit. Growing Rites of Itlimoc would be good. This would double function as draw, and when you get to 4, hey, we have Gaia's Cradle at home. Very appropriate for bracket 2. Will solve some of your mana problems. I want to solve the draw problem right now. We need access to more of the deck. Actually, maybe it's less of a draw problem and more of a mana problem, because our curve is really, really funky. Because what you want is to play Tanuki, and then I play a card that gets a land onto the field, I play my land drop, I get to draw a new card, and then I have lands to get a Kavu out. So you really like Cultivate, you really like Kodama's Reach. It's on screen. Well, shut the fuck up. Hold on. Wait a minute. Dude, why the fuck aren't you playing Cultivate? I can't believe these people. This is why they pay me the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen. But even more of those. If we're not on Skyshroud Claim, get on Skyshroud Claim. If we're not on Entis Restoration, get on Entis Restoration. The types of ramp you want are, I ramp on 1 to get my commander out on 2, or I pay 3 or more mana for a spell that gets 2 or more lands into play. The man needs Spelunking, Truing, and I feel like Kavu could be in these caves. My ramp package, I think, would be Burgeoning, Explore, Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth. And you don't have enough to guarantee you get one, but I think any game you get those in your opening hand, you're popping off. You're so happy. And then every other piece of ramp, and I think you should have like 6 to 10 other pieces of ramp, should be thing that triggers my commander to draw me a card, or should be like Elven Chorus, where I get access to the top of my deck, I can utilize my creatures for mana, or like Growing Rites of Itlimoc, which is kind of pulling double duty, deck access, and ramp at the same time. And then I think that fixes the move it along issue. The next issue we have to confront is, hey, how the fuck do I win a game of Magic the Gathering? I think you're on your way to that, but the biggest thing we were looking at was like a 3-5 until turn 8, at which point we played a 6-6. So I would maybe not bank on drawing that 1-6-6 every game. I think permanent-based stuff, like Beastmaster Ascension, great. I think Vanquisher's Banner could probably become Chronicle of Victory, or maybe you get both. First Strike Trample, +2/+2, you get the same card draw thing. It's just better Vanquisher's Banner for 1 mana more. And then depending on how you feel about Ooze, were we not all once Ooze? Kavus, yes. Checkmate, liberals. I think your haste is fine. Summoning Materia is cute, yeah. And we can turn our worst Kavu into a dork. We can play stuff off the top of our library. Great, 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 great. And then we get to celebrate the joy that is Kavu. And we are not locked into playing one horrible, terrible creature every single turn. I'm putting you in Megumi Fushiguro. I think there is much more potential to this than you have currently extracted from it. But it did bring a real smile to my face. From Trigonometry, we have Silly, Spooky. Make Thopters, make big artifacts, buff Thopters. Leonardo dreams of his flying machine. This deck aims to portray the story of how the real-life Leonardo da Vinci dreamed of an ornithopter and after waking proceeded to draw sketches of the contraption. One fateful day while developing concepts that are still used in aerospace engineering today, Leonardo da Vinci met his evil twin, Waleo da War Crimes. Shut the fuck up. No. No, no, no. You're done. The fuck is wrong with you? I swear to God. Eggman, we're going back. Trigonometry, you're back on. Waleo like Wario. I didn't not get it! Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. I was leaning into the comedy. Now I'm pissed off. You thought I was mad because I didn't get the Waluigi joke! You got me fucked up. Fuck the rest of your primer. Let's see what you do. I've seen Leonardo da Vinci decks. I know these are evil. Okay, bracket one. Bracket one, got it. I play a tapped island, an untapped island. I fucking skip my turn! I skip my turn! I skip my turn. We're waterbending, baby! I skip my turn. All right, turn 8, my third land has hit the table. Play Leonardo, turn 10. At long last, I resolved the magic mirror. I have successfully cheated the magic mirror into play slower than if I had land dropped. What the fuck do you have in here? You have 38 lands somehow. Build a Thopter workshop. Cool of you to put me in your commander deck, but all wrong. Modifying Thopters with machine guns, Thopter payoff / anthems. We could stack a few of these. This guy still sucks. Yeah, great card. Great card, man. Great card. Strange looking Thopters, big artifacts for Leo. So this should be the evil shit. We have the Portal of Phyrexia. Okay, he's kind of okay. We have fucking Chimil. I like Graz, I like Portal of Phyrexia. The rest of this is a fucking joke. Walio de War Crimes! What if all my Thopters became Portals to Phyrexia? That wouldn't do anything. So I think our problem, and we have this happen a lot, you are talking about war crimes, but you are not serious about war crimes. We're talking about Leonardo meeting his evil brother, doing the evilest shit ever, and you're like, what if I gave a duplex a BBL?
If crime was legal for a day, what would you do?
Get a BBL.
That's what you're doing. Portal to Phyrexia is the only thing scratching the surface of how fucked you should be. The rest of these are incredibly, incredibly cute, but we gotta be vile. This is not even mass disruption. This is, hey, can you please not counterspell me in the deck where I don't want to cast spells? So here's my beef with you. You have built what looks like a side deck. If you want to build Oops All Thopters, great. I am bringing up the Iron Dome against you, but great. And that's what a lot of our stuff is, but Leonardo wants to mana cheat big disgusting artifacts. He wants to cheat stuff like Portal to Phyrexia. You're okay with stuff like Sharding Sphinx.
God, I love sharding.
Graz is great. Nexus of Becoming is like fine, but you're sneaking in all of these like value engines rather than sneaking in things that are going to be incredibly threatening. Like, I don't even think you want to be making Thopters outside of Leonardo's ability. And you're going to be like, but I want so many Thopters. Let me show you. Very possible, my friend. Even if you want to play bad cards, if you want to be evil, part of being evil is playing the set Aether Drift and trying to convince people that it was a better set than they think it was. Huzzah! Piss Foil Unstoppable Plan. That's Machiavellian. Oh, gotta move the camera back, dog? That's untrue. I don't have to do shit. So what I want to see, Trick, I need you to make this deck a meta commentary on the state of art, and I need you to lock this man in a room cranking out Thopters for Amazon.com. That is what I require. We don't want to be on like, oh, I'm making them as a passion project. We got to be on like, oh my God, I was able to pay my rent for 1 month with Thopter generation. Now I'm in a gilded cage. I must scream with no mouth and find a way to make token copies of Blightsteel Colossus. I think this is actually one of the few artifact cheat decks where I'm not going to recommend Blightsteel Colossus because it's not going to do anything until you buff the Thopters, and it's just going to make everybody terrified of you. So we want training grounds. We would want more ways to find training grounds. I would really heavily recommend, holy shit, dude. You looked this curve dead in the eyes and went, yeah, that seems about right. The Mana Sistine Chapel, baby. Only go higher, never curve. It's just walls and cliffs. I want straight buttresses. What you want to have is a bunch of stuff to set up your hand or set up the board to do multiple activations of Leonardo, and then you want to spin him like a Beyblade. Either that, or you need the first thing you dump to just be like insane. Chimil might actually do it. In bracket 2, Chimil might actually do it. Being able to discover 5 every turn, even if Leonardo gets killed, that's good. This guy doesn't do a fucking thing. You did this to try to get 2 fucking Leonardo activations per turn. I am begging you to play a fucking untapper. So the other stuff we need, so Yoreth would be good. Ornithopter of Paradise would be fine. Ramp, Omen Hawker, Nimble Claw Adept, which can untap your lands, can untap your commander, can untap your mana dorks. Ooh, Enigma Jewel. Irma seems good. Irma is fine. I would rather be untapping than cloning, because you may find times where you are more stuck on getting the mana for this than you are for untapping Leonardo. Raw, this costs 6 mana to do twice in a turn. Turn 3 Leonardo, turn 4 clone, great job. There's no world in which you're activating both of them. But if we go untapper, we can like untap a land to hold mana up. We can untap Leonardo just to block. We can untap whatever artifact we put down if it has some type of tap synergy, which currently we don't. So the ones that I think are copium are Magic Mirror, Guarding Sphinx, Marvin, Meteor Golem, but it is somewhat responsible of you. Walls of Bossing Say, but you keep it because it's fucking hilarious. I honestly don't know. Because you're making a 0/2 non-indestructible guy. It's so killable. The Drone of Bossing Say is nothing. If Walls of Bossing Say is your pet card, keep that fucking pet card, but every game you lose, look at it and be like, this was all for you. And then kiss it on the mouth, but get big man Krang. The haters are gonna doubt me because they're gonna be like, Mauled, this is gonna come in as a creature. It doesn't have haste. You can't even tap it for the mana the turn you play it. That's fine. You know why? If this is the first thing you get off Leonardo, if they kill Leonardo, guess what? You have mana to hard cast all the shit you were gonna cheat the very next turn. Oh great, you're worried about Leonardo, so you shoot him? I can now cast Portal to Phyrexia because I paid 3 mana for a goddamn Chromatic Orrery. If you have a bunch of mana rocks and you have Intruder Alarm, then you really begin to go pseudo infinite on mana. Like, you're probably never gonna crew this thing, but like if you have an Eternity Elevator creature, if you have a Chromatic Orrery creature, and you happen to get either Intruder Alarm or one of your permanent untappers, you just have enough mana to slam this whole deck down. So the things I would cut is probably Thopter Fabricator, Chrome Dome, Efficient Construction, Launch Mishap, you fucking clown, Sharding Sphinx, and then you can keep most of the rest of the anthems. Unctus is very cute. I would lean towards mana and untapping my commander. You're not even trying to go infinite. It's just like being able to do this twice in a game and being able to have scarier individual artifacts to slam down is what's gonna make this sing. Like, you're not doing war crimes, you're doing war misdemeanors. It's World War II, you're in the middle of Poland, but you're not executing civilians, you're robbing an abandoned 7-Eleven. Holy fuck, wait, be the devil, wait. Because this is a triggered ability. So this is not going to do the Blightsteel thing. This is, however many times I want, Leonardo makes a Thopter Kamikaze. Ooh, I like that. It doesn't work from the battlefield. Never mind, I can't fucking read. Blue players can't fucking do anything fun. I hate it here. The search continues. You could get the End Stussy. Oh, what if we were greedy? End step, mill 2, exile a non-land card at random, which should all be fucked up and evil artifacts. And then it becomes a 0/2 Thopter that we weren't going to get back anyway. We could miss on counter spells, but we don't even have many of those. We either have card draw spells, everything gets ward, or now I get actual Wall of Bossing Say. Read Nullstone Gargoyle. Hey, what if you went to hell? What if you fucked off? What if I exploded your genitals with my mind? Oh, he already exiles stuff. Then no. I hate this commander, man. We would have to be on way more other draw and discard for that to be worth anything then. I mean, maybe with the mill, like the mill 2 makes it so that we're probably not never gonna hit, but we're probably not gonna hit enough. Like, I think it's still worthwhile overall. I think really what has to happen is we have to cut all of this other Thopter making for better support of Leonardo, and then the deck is hot. Better specific support of Leonardo or better ramp, so that even if they hate out Leonardo, like either Leonardo bins the ramp, makes a Thopter that can ramp me for 1 billion, and then Intruder Alarm wins us the game, or I just chain into hard casting Krang and Graz, and then you die? We can't paint with magic, we might as well draw. These are mostly fine. Magic Mirror is still, you are still a crack smoker, but I don't love Bident of Thassa. I think Bident of Thassa should probably become Enduring Curiosity, because if you tap 2 blue mana and say your opponent, your creatures have to attack, they are attacking you. They are hitting you in the head. You are on the floor being kicked. You are the subject of a middle school anti-bullying campaign ad. I think the fact that you are trying to turn the fucking 4-mana card draw engine into the 0/2 is why we are not achieving our stated goal of blowing the world up with drones. Like, you want Portal to Phyrexia, Nexus of Becoming, Wondrous Crucible, Krang, or like Chromatic Orrery in your hand, and then you bin that. You don't want as many artifacts as possible, because we're not even trying to spam this ability. We're trying to make one use of this ability feel really impactful. So having everything be an artifact doesn't even help you that much. So that's what I mean by we don't need more mid artifacts. I mulligan less than 3 mana in opening hand. That's because you built the deck deck wrong!
No, Malt. Whenever the car makes a weird noise when I turn it on, I just turn it off and walk for the day.
Take it to a fucking mechanic! Like, I am the mechanic.
No. We don't have to change anything in the engine. You just, when it makes the weird noise, turn it off for the day. Try turning it on again tomorrow.
So what you need more of, I'm hitting you with the fucking impulse ray. Impulses are coming into your brain right now. They're saying, look at your own deck, touch your own cards. You don't need 20 hits. You need 10 good ones, and you need the ability to find the synergy pieces and your lands. But what will Discover 5 get you in this deck? All your good stuff is way more than 5 mana. Not true. Discover 5 would get us Training Grounds. It would get us Solemn Simulacrum. It would get us Forsaken Monument. It would get us Bident of Thassa. It would get us Skull Clamp. It would get us one of our anthems as well. It could get us, when we make changes to this deck, it could get us Stock Up. It could get us Impulse. It gets us Intruder Alarm. It could get Urza. So that's what you do. Tunnel down. You're dreaming of too many different flying machines. You need to dream of one flying machine that actually has guns on it. You did too much generic Thopter stuff, IMO. Why did I type in Statussy? What is wrong with me? Trick, up your crime count.
Videos like this are made possible specifically by our highest tier of Patreon support, so a very special thank you to Solar Movie, Fun, Bobby Joe Lord, Beefcake, Phelan, and Calamity. Thank you all, and know that I do love you more.
Comrade Gorbash has sent in a silly deck. I want my opponents to think I've built the deck wrong right up until I kill them with it. My own worst ally. So I'm playing Katara. If a triggered ability of an ally you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. What the fuck? Combat research. The enchanted creature has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, that makes me happy. I play a tap land. Shock in Breeding Pool. I Birds of Paradise. I Urza's Saga. I play my commander. I'm like, get ready for allies, baby. Combat research, I draw a card for SRAM, and this is where somebody's head has turned. I swing my 3/3. It's a 4/4 with Ward 1, actually. Oh, but it double triggers because it... This is fucking so dumb. Shadow Spear, draw from SRAM. Next turn, I'm gonna replace this with a land. I wanna be surprised. I can't cast it yet, but I get Trample Lifelink on Katara. Draw 2 cards. So we're not crazy strong, but this is like very funny fake out. So these are the normal good ones. We have to be doing things that give her an ability. That's awesome. On attack, untap all lands you control. Oh shit, Conformer Shuriken is insane. Oh my god, idolized. Oh my god. Oh fuck, man. On attack, double the counters on this creature, then at 10 or greater, draw a card. Holy, that's pretty hot. I'm trying to think of ways we can make this cook even harder, because this is a fucking great idea. Interaction, not enough, but whatever. The core conflict I see in this deck is we have a couple things that are really good. Like if we get idolized on, holy shit. If we get Invocation of Saint Traft on, it's like cool, but then we're swinging with a 3/3 who's very killable. And so I think the floor to ceiling on some of these enchantments is very, very different. If you want it to be high variance, what I would probably recommend is what you normally have to do when you're trying to take a deck from bracket 2 to bracket 3, which is tunneling down to better support the good ones that are in here, because idolized is insane. Even Level Up is kind of insane. Glowcap Lantern is the most normal card I have seen in my life, because I feel like what we need is to find cards first. And then once we find card draw, we can worry about making her strong later. We have to do things that say enchanted creature has blank. These are fine, but we want something that Katara actually makes better. That is the heart and soul of the deck. Something that is unassuming, but Katara makes really good. I think this card is crazy fucking good. I think the ones that are disappointing, or the most disappointing, low-key Bear Umbra, even though it should be great, I just don't think we do enough playing at instant speed. Glowcap Lantern, Invocation of Saint Traft, Nerd Rage seems high variance. When it's good, it's probably your favorite thing. When it's not good, holy shit is it bad. Strong Back, Danitha, Codsworth, Masterwork of Ingenuity, low-key Colossus Hammer. But again, I think that's high variance. And then I'm not even sure I love Soul Ring in this deck. I would probably be pivoting more of this ramp down to 1 mana ramp. Maybe you need to work on the land base a little bit to make this work better, but I would be doing more to try to get Katara on 2. Because a lot of the stuff we want to do is we need to be able to attach a card draw equipment to her and then be confident that she's going to get through combat. And if we're not going to combat until turn 4, our options get sparse. If we don't go to combat till turn 5, our options get even more sparse. And so depending on how much time you're willing to spend messing around with the land base, I would be moving things like Soul Ring, Rampant Growth, even Farseek into things that are a little bit riskier. Like, man, if we can figure out Wild Growth. Because these are also auras, which will also trigger the enchantresses you have. And then rather than Danitha, Codsworth, and Strong Back, I would be doing more enchantresses that draw when you play an enchantment. Playing the lair is criminal? What lair? Oh my god, we're bounce landing just for fixing. Never. Jesus. Cut this shit immediately. I sentence you to printing out some more fetch lands, I think. I would not go deep into gaining life. I would just cut the cards I called out as inefficient. I mean, god, we could play more card draw, play other mid enchantments that we thought were fun, play more 1-mana ramp, play more protection. Like, there's a million things we could do. But those are the cards that I don't think do enough to get you up to speed quickly enough. And I think when we have enough, like, even this hand is fine. Pretend these can enter untapped, I don't really care. Pretend we're mana fixed. I have a 9/9 on turn 4 that can't be blocked. Holy shit. Draw 2. From here we're good. We really just need a curve out that can make it so Katara can swing freely and has some type of card draw attached to her. And I think anything that's not doing that, that is on the low mana value end of the spectrum, can probably go. But that shit is phenomenal. This is for sure peak. This is dope. I love this. The idea is great. You have executed it pretty well. I don't even think you have holes. I just think you have over-indexed a little bit into some more traditional Bant stuff and whatever the fuck is happening with this bounce land, but you fix that and it is beautiful.